This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, this is Raj here. I am a business management graduate by qualification, over a decade and a half years of experience in training. Today we are going to discuss about the importance of product roadmap followed by the prioritization in agile environment. As you all well aware about, when we are working on agile environment with respect to the project development is concerned, we need to create a product roadmap. So based on the product roadmap, whatever the development we do with respect to the agile process is concerned will be taken place. Normally, being a product owner, they are the one who creates a product roadmap followed by the vision, goal, all that, right? So all these things will be taken care of by the product owner in the initial stages. So based on that, release management plan and all, everything will be planned accordingly. Okay. So when we talk about prioritization of product roadmap, which is something essential and important in an agile environment, because if you are not meeting the right goals as well as the vision of the customer, what we have decided so far, even though we have completed the project, doesn't have any value nor use. That's the reason why it has its own priority with respect to the creation as well as the planning of roadmap is concerned. But if you want to prioritize this, there are some steps to be followed, which I am going to explain in today's session. So the first point is that you need to create as well as you need to break down the product vision into specific business goals. Means whatever the vision, as I mentioned to you in the beginning for a few minutes back, whenever we are going to start the project, we need to create a product goal followed by the vision and all that. So unless until if you don't have a vision of the product, whatever you're going to develop doesn't have any value at all. Because end of the day, what you're going to develop, end of the day that meets the vision as well as the goal of the product for sure. So that product vision has to be breaking down into specific business goals, what you're about to achieve. Means multiple business goals will be created. Means it's purely depends upon the understanding as well as the requirements of the customer and all that. Followed by this, whatever the specific business goals we have created or we have created and all that. So those will be prioritized. Prioritize and all, based on the prioritization, what to develop first, next and all, everything will be identified. So if you want to prioritize, we need to have to identify how is it important. That is what we call it as weight of priorities is. Weight of priority means importance of priority with respect to the business value followed by the complexity of that priority or that specific business goal which customer is expecting. This is what we have to do in the second level. So whatever the priorities we have identified or we have mentioned so far, so those priorities means based upon the high priorities and all, that has to be translated into the steps of development which you are about to take in place in the next level. This is what we need to call it as strategic steps are. These strategic steps and all, everything will be there in the roadmap what we are creating and all that. So once the high priority steps and all, everything has been taken into roadmap and all that, so we need to make sure this whatever the high priority business goals you need to achieve and all should be aligned with the goals what customer is expecting here. Means customer, because most of the projects if you see, I am not generalizing this example to every project, but most of the project if you see, if project got failed because of improper understanding of the goal what you're about to achieve. That's the reason even though some projects is completed successfully, it will be rejected depends on that is not expected by the customer, what is he looking at, right? So that is there, that is the reason why most of the projects will get failed, right? In few projects, I mean to say, I'm not generalizing again this point. That's the reason why when we are prioritizing this high priority of business goals what you're about to achieve, we must make sure all these must be aligned according to the need and as well as the importance as well as the expectation of the stakeholders. So whenever we have aligned this, we need to track the prioritization plan. So based upon the tracking of the prioritization plan, the next project development in agile environment will be taken place. So these are the steps which normally we follow in agile environment, which will happens in the initial stages of the project development, means before sprint planning, all that, right? Product backlog creation, right? Writing out the user stories. So before all that, these are the steps we have to follow to prioritize the product roadmap, which is something important, especially in agile environment. I hope you people have understood this video well. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.